everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm the City Witch. So I have an unboxing video for you guys today. This is a gorgeous new oracle deck that was bought for me as a birthday present. I did choose it myself, so I knew I was getting it. However, I know nothing about this deck. I've never seen the cards before. I just felt drawn to them because of the idea of working with dragons, butterflies and the flowers that are going to be in it. I don't actually have a deck that concentrates on flowers. I have plenty that work with herbs and shrubs and veg and fruit, but not really one that focuses so much on the flower aspect. So I was very intrigued by this, and I thought this would make an excellent new addition to my collection, especially with working with dragons and doing dragon readings. Just to let you guys know, if you're hearing any munching, chewing in the background, my puppy is currently chewing on a bone. It's keeping him quiet, so I'm just letting him sit there chewing it. So if you can hear him, I apologise for that. So this is the Empowerment Enchanted Blossoms Oracle deck. It's a 44 card deck with guidebook by Carla Moreau, and that's what the box looks like. I really like the artwork. The artwork's quite pretty and whimsical. It definitely has that Victorian feel to it. Let's have a look at the back. So the back of the card, it says they're palm-sized dragons with butterfly wings, a line on a bouquet of wisdom in this charming oracle deck. Drawing on memories of growing up in her family's flower shop and inspired by the language of flowers, fantasy artist Carla Moreau combines the orate feel of Victorian era illustration with her exquisite winged creations to deliver a whimsical deck full of insight and wonder. There are messages in the flowers. They go beyond words to convey hope, love, beauty, comfort, encouragement and more. The enchanted blossoms and their unique companions are ready to lift your spirits and help you discover the delights and positivity in your day-to-day life. The 44 cards and 108-page guidebook can be used for daily guidance, contemplation and inspiration. What messages do they hold for you? Ooh, interesting. So let's open them up and have a little look. So the box is obviously a slip-on, slip-off cover. I'll just pop that to one side for a moment, along with cards. So let's take a look at the guidebook. So the guidebook, it looks like the guidebook's black and white, but we do have a few doodles in it. This particular deck was copyrighted in 2019 and printed in 2020. So it's only 2 years old, so it's a fairly recent deck. In the contents, it tells us we have an introduction, which covers the language of flowers, how to use this deck, Enchanted Blossoms Empowerment Spread, the deeper empowerment and some journaling. And then we have the card meanings, and they are all in alphabetical order, which will make it very, very easy for us to find the cards in the guidebook. So the introduction looks like it's a little bit about the author growing up in a flower shop in the desert, southwest Mexico. Talks a little bit about the hot days and the flowers. Goes into a little bit about her family as well. And then it's talking about the language of flowers, how to use this deck. And then it goes into some spreads. So here we have a single card reading, a 3-card pillar reading, a chakra alignment reading, and then for deeper empowerment, and then some journaling ideas. I really like the doodles that are in this book. It's so pretty. I'd be tempted to like colour those in with a little bit of pencil crayons. So let's take a look at how this is laid out for each card. So I'm looking at the first one, which she says is called Abundance. So we have the flower, which is chrysanthemum, and it looks like that is listed on the card. And then it also looks like she's given us the butterfly, which in this one is popinjay. And then it gives you the Latin botanic and names for both of them. And then it looks like we'll jump into some information. So let's see what it says about this card so we have an idea of what we're going to get for each card. So with its myriad petals that open fully to produce large blossoms in varying colours, chrysanthemum is a perfect depiction of abundance. Chrysanthemums grow wild in most of Asia, where it is used as a flowering herb in cooking. It has been celebrated throughout Eastern art and festivals for thousands of years and is considered sacred today. Cultivation and use of chrysanthemums spread to Japan from the 8th century, where it was adopted as an imperial seal of Japan and to describe the emperor's throne. It was brought to the United States during the 1700s as ornamentation. Ornamentally, breeding has been established for centuries and is still quite popular. Many varieties of shapes and colours have been created. The entire plant can also be used in cooking, with the flowering head used as tea and the leaves used as greens. Oh, I didn't know that. The card is a reminder of all you have in abundance in your life, looking beyond material possessions and money, and include everything that makes your soul feel full. You may have a multitude of friends and loved ones, or a wealth of little joys that you experience every day. Take this moment to acknowledge and thank the universe for all the bounty in your life. Show gratitude for your current abundance and be ready to accept new ones. Know that you walk through every day full in heart, spirit and life. And then it gives us an empowerment message, and that says, what positives do I experience abundantly? Okay, so it looks like most of the information you get for the card is kind of about the history of the plant, where it's from, and how it travelled over to the United States or spread worldwide. It doesn't look like we're getting much about the butterfly, which is a shame, but there we go. So that's the guidebook. So let's have a look at the cards. Let's take this off. Pop that to one side. So let's take a look at the back of the card first. So the back of the card is this really nice Victorian design. I kind of like the pale cream on cream with a little bit of gold look. That's quite pretty. Shame about the enchanted blossoms bit there, because if you wanted to turn it upside down and come up with some reversed meanings, you would struggle with that because you'd know it's upside down straight away, which is a shame. So I probably wouldn't have put that there. Or if I had to put that there, if I was the creator, I might have gone with one the other way around as well, so you can't tell which way for the card. The card quality is quite good. It's very stiff and thick. It's not really a gloss finish. It might look that way on the camera, but it's actually not. It's more of a matte. It's got kind of a tacky feel to it as well, so it's not purely it's not like silky or smooth. It's kind of a thick, kind of matte, tough kind of feel to it. It's quite big as well. Like if you look at the size of my hand, I mean, that's a pretty big card. So I'd probably have to shuffle them that way rather than that way, because I'm not sure I'd be able to grip them. Let's just have a look a sec. Yeah, see, I'm struggling to get my hand around that. So they are quite big. So I'd probably have to shuffle them that way instead. But that's okay. So let's have a look at the cards themselves. So as we say, the first one is abundance, which we know from the guidebook. Wow, that's really quite pretty. The colours are really bright, which I didn't expect. So it looks like we have a border, and then we have this really nice kind of scroll design for where the meaning of the card is. So this one is abundance. We have chrysanthemum and then a poppin' J for the butterfly. That's quite beautiful. Next card is affection, and it's the rose, and it's Riverdin's blue. I don't really know butterflies, so I'm saying any of these wrong. I am so sorry, guys. Next one is ambition, hollyhock, painted lady. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. That's so beautiful. Appreciation, sunflower, Diana Fritillari. I am probably saying that terribly wrong. You know what, I don't think I'm going to say the butterfly names because I'm probably going to get all of them wrong. I'm just going to say the flower and what the card is to make it easier. But that's beautiful. Aspiration, mountain pink. It's cute as well. Lovely. Beauty, the orchid. Yep, I would agree with that. The orchid is such a beautiful flower. I actually grow them in my garden. Beginnings, daffodil. Oh, my daffodils are just coming up now, just sprouting. I've had my daffodils for years and they come up again and again every single year, and it's one thing I love about them because it adds a pop of yellow to the garden. Then we have bravery, oak leaves. Oh, so not all flowers then, because obviously the oak is a tree. That's a lovely colour dragon, look at that. All the purples. Compassion, elder. Wow, so pretty. Confidence. Oh God, I can't say that one. Hypatia, I think that is. Courage, mullein. Dignity, dahlia, that's nice. Colours on that are stunning. Dreams, royal fern. I grow a fern plant in the house. Elegance, lily. Oh, I love lilies, it's such a beautiful flower. Endurance, cactus. Faith, passion flower. It's pretty as well. All reds in that dragon. Friendship, freesia. Generosity, honeysuckle. I grow honeysuckle in my garden as well. Grace, yellow jasmine. Beautiful. Gratitude, bluebell. It's my favourite flower. I love bluebells. And I plan to grow them in my garden as well. I'm just finishing up a few touches to the garden before I start putting in plants like that that'll come up again and again. I also want to grow snowdrops. Happiness. Corpus, I think that is. Hope, hawthorn. We have hawthorn in our garden right at the back. Innocence, the daisy. Inspiration, lupin. I used to grow lupins, but I actually haven't grown any in my current new garden because I've only lived here a year so far. Joy, Gerber daisy, Jabera daisy. Oh God, you know what? I am terrible with names, and the more complex they are, the more I'm like, oh no, I have to pronounce that. Love, lilac. It's one of my favourite plants as well. Again, not one I grow in this garden. I've actually struggled to find seeds for it. If anyone knows where you can get some seeds for lilacs, let me know. So the next one we have Luck, Bells of Ireland. That's interesting because you'd expect with it being Luck and they've chosen an Irish plant that they would just go for the full leaf clover. But instead they've gone for something slightly different. So that's interesting. I'd definitely like to know the history behind that one and why it's considered lucky. Magnificence, bird of paradise. Wow. That's definitely tropical. Memory, forget-me-nots. Oh, my nan used to grow them in her garden. Passion. Oh, wow, I'm going to struggle to say this one. I'm going to give it a go. Bougainvillea. Bougainvillea? Let me know if I'm saying that right or wrong, guys. Patience. White Munt Casino. It's definitely a mouthful saying some of these. Peace. Olive. My niece is called Olive. Persistence. Euphorbia. Euphorbia. I think that is. Pride, Amaryllis. That's a beautiful flower. Look at those yellows. Prosperity, Alumum. Protection, Eucalyptus. It's another one I grow in my garden. Sincerity, Lavender. Yeah, I've got that one as well. Beautiful. What did we say that one was? Oh, Serenity. Beg your pardon. Serenity for lavender. Sincerity is this one, which is Chervil. Not heard of that plant. Spirituality, cherry blossoms. And we do have a cherry blossom tree in our garden. Strength, fennel. So fennel is a herb and I grow that as well each year. Thoughtfulness, cowslip. That's another one I grow. Tranquility, stonecrop. Wow, look at that one. Almost looks like there's a face on the wings. That's definitely one that stands out for me. Truth, Bittersweet Nightshade. So we have a poisonous plant there. And the last one is Wisdom, Purple Iris. That's beautiful. So aside from struggling to say some of the card names, I think these are quite beautiful. I don't mind the border. I think it finishes it off with that nice Victorian kind of look and style to the cards. Each dragon is definitely unique, really pretty, and I like that she's drawn on the power of butterflies to create the dragons, and the flowers are just beautiful. There's a lot of the plants and flowers in here that I grow either indoors or outside, so I definitely feel connected to some of those cards already, and I can't wait to start working on this deck and including it in my dragon readings. So impressions of this deck, well, the card quality is really good. The box is quite good, although it would have been nice for something to slot the cards into to keep them safe. They're going to be loose inside the box, so they are going to rattle around a little bit, which is a shame. The quality of the card is really good. They are quite thick. However, they're also quite big, so they're going to be difficult to shuffle. The images, the artwork and the colour is beautiful. So I definitely really like the artist's style. The plants chosen are also very good. A lot of them you would find in an English garden. I would say a lot of the plants are difficult to pronounce, so I can imagine in reading some people might struggle with that a little bit. But other than that, I think the deck is really nice and I can't wait to start working with it. I'm going to score this about 7 out of 10 because the size of the cards, the difficulty in shuffling, and a couple of the other things I've noted, such as in the book there isn't a major description for the card reading. It's actually quite short compared to the history of the plants. It would have been nice for that to be broken down in plant meaning, butterfly meaning, a dragon meaning, and then maybe a general oracle meaning that combines them all, but the writer didn't think that far ahead and do that, so that's why I've only scored it a 7 out of 10. But overall, beautiful deck. Can't wait to start working with it. So if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up and click the bell button so YouTube will tell you when my next video comes out. If you'd like to offer light and love to my channel, you can do that through my Amazon wishlist or Patreon tips, and both links are provided. If you'd like to book a professional reading by me, you can contact me through a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or via email, and all the links are provided. If you're interested in buying this deck, I will provide you with a few links and places you can buy this from. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, take care of yourselves and I'll see you soon. Blessed be.